Welcome to Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know how for September 10th, 2025. As we mentioned in yesterday's episode, Nimdzi has launched the 2025 Language Technology Radar. Today, we are doing a quick summary of it. The full report and the original presentation are linked in the description below for anyone who wants to explore it further. Nimdzi used to put out this thing called the Language Technology Atlas. It was this big poster people would get every year, hang it on their office wall, and it was cool. But the thing is, tech moves way too fast for a once-a-year snapshot. So they've evolved. The new radar isn't a static poster. It's a living, breathing online catalog that's constantly being updated. And here's the really crucial part. It's all about trust. Companies can submit their own info, but nothing goes live on the radar until Nimdzi's own experts have checked it out. When you see that little green check mark, you know it's been vetted. It's that layer of unbiased oversight that, frankly, the industry has been crying out for. Now that we have this trusted tool, what does it actually tell us? By tracking all this data, the radar gives us this amazing bird's eye view of the big trends that are shaping everything right now. Because the radar is always being updated, it's spotting new categories as they pop up. And there are a couple of really interesting ones to keep an eye on. First, you've got these new AI-powered platforms coming from the big LSPs themselves. And second, there's this whole growing ecosystem of platforms for sign language interpretation. But with all this excitement around AI, this quote from Laszlo Varga at Nimdzi is a super important reality check. He points out that even the best tech in the world isn't a magic bullet. For serious enterprise-grade results, you absolutely need human experts in the loop to guide it, to check it, to make sure it's actually working. And that leads us to the big one, the question on everyone's mind. With all this shiny new AI technology, is the good old TMS, the translation management system that's been the industry's backbone for decades, dead? Is it obsolete? Well, according to the research, the answer is no. Not yet anyway. The TMS is still the operational backbone for most companies. But, and this is a big but, it has to evolve to stay relevant. It can't just be about text anymore. It's got to embrace what they call multimodality. Voice, images, video, the whole shebang. That's the big picture. But what does it all mean for you? Let's get practical and break down the advice for a few different groups in the industry. First up, if you're a technology buyer on the client side looking to make an investment, there's one huge, costly mistake that people make over and over again. And what's that mistake? It's believing that a shiny new tool is going to fix a broken process. It just won't. 9 times out of 10, what looks like a tech problem is actually a process problem. So the key takeaway is this: fix your workflow first. Figure out your process, and then go find a tool to support it, not the other way around. Now let's talk about language service providers, or LSPs. For you guys, the explosion of generative AI is this incredible double-edged sword. It's a massive opportunity, but it's also a pretty significant threat. The real danger lies in relying on AI for things that really need that human touch. Think about it. Using something like ChatGPT to do a quality check on a translation in a language you don't even speak, that is playing with fire. The AI might spit out something that looks perfect, all structured and confident, but it could be riddled with subtle critical errors that only a native-speaking human expert would ever spot. And finally, let's turn to the technology vendors. For you, the challenge is pretty straightforward, but it's huge. How in the world do you stand out when you have over 1,000 competitors? The advice is to stop trying to be everything to everyone. Stop with the laundry list of features. Instead, focus on one question. What is the real, tangible value our technology delivers? The winners are going to be the ones who make it simple, who respect budgets, and who solve a real-world problem without creating a new implementation nightmare. So we've got our compass for the here and now, but where is that compass needle pointing for the future? Let's take a look at what the radar suggests is the next big wave. And wow, is it a clear signal? All the data is pointing in one direction: multimedia. We're talking audio and video. The technology for localizing this kind of content is just exploding, and it really looks like it's going to become the new center of the language tech universe. I mean, think about it. We're seeing these incredible advances in things like AI-powered dubbing, speech-to-speech translation, even voice cloning and automated lip syncing. This stuff is making it possible to localize video content on a scale and at a price point that was pure science fiction just a couple of years ago. And that really brings us to the final thought. The world is clearly moving beyond just text. So the question for you is this: your tech stack, the tools you use every day, yeah, they might be great for today, but are they really ready for the multimedia, video-first future of localization that is coming at us faster than we think? Thank you for listening to this episode of Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how.